Welcome to the Powerful Comics Man podcast. This is Gerald Dorado. Okay. The other day I was scrolling and I saw this post. Actually, ano lang siya, reel siya, sa screenshot lang siya doon sa Instagram. And I read it and it was amazing, astounding even. And I thought I'd talk about it today. So, screenshot yon dito sa account sa X account ni Caroline Levitt. Si Caroline Levitt ang press secretary ni paring Donald. Si paring Donald Trump. Okay, and meron siyang ni-repost, shinare, kumbaga, dito sa X from Mike Netter. Ang sabi niya, stop what you are doing and read this. So, yun. I stopped and read it. And eto, tapos meron siyang mga American flags. And hindi ko alam kung may follow-up na siya dito, if she was asked further about this post, but it's truly amazing. Okay, so basahin natin tong post ni Mike Netter. Si Mike Netter ay isang I think conservative siya na, di ko alam kung influencer, di ko siya kilala eh. Di ko kilala tong Mike Netter na to. I'm not following him at all. But nasa California siya. And etong account niya is supposedly an interview he had with a security guard. Eto, nakalagay naman. This account from a Venezuelan security guard loyal to Nicolas Maduro is absolutely chilling. So, refresher lang. Last week, I don't know if it's already been a week or more. Just a few days after New Year, the United States of America conducted what I think is the most outrageous military operation na parang parang isang level sa Black Ops 'di ba? Sa Call of Duty. It's so astounding. I can't even imagine prior to it happening that is even possible. They basically entered another country, which is Venezuela in this case, neutralized the defense system of the country from their coastline up until the fortress where Nicolas Maduro, their sitting president, albeit tawag dito, hindi siya recognized. He's an illegitimate president kasi he just stole the election from the legitimate winner nung election nila. He's just that powerful na kahit talo siya, hindi siya umalis. Basically, ganun ang nangyari. And right at dun sa pinakang kuta niya, na bunker niya, na meron pa siyang taguan dun, US military forces together with jets and helicopters entered Venezuelan airspace, went to the fortress dun sa building, and basically snatched Nicolas Maduro and brought him back to the United States in half a day. The entire operation only lasted 3 hours lang ata. Yung iba, may nabasa pa nga ako, yung actual na pag-snatch, mga 20 minutes lang. It is so absurdly amazing. Parang, what? Talaga, nangyari yun. Diba? It's like a Call of Duty level. And ito ang ang mas kasi you can only imagine back when I have a reaction video when I first learned about it. Breaking news pa nun. I was really surprised. Nagtanong pa ako sa Grok. But now, there is this account of a security guard. Ito, tapos ang sabi niya, it explains a lot about why the tone across Latin America suddenly changed. Okay, so according to this post, parang yung buong Latin America, that means Colombia, Mexico, Cuba, 'di ba? Venezuela, wala na 'di ba? Nayari na nila si Maduro eh. So, and other, kasi may mga dictators dun 'di ba? May mga narco government sila. 'Di ba? Mga narco states yung ibang South American countries. So they were all parang nagdadalawang isip sila on their next moves about the United States. Kasi the Venezuela raid was really a level on its own sa audacity na ginawa ng Amerika. We're not gonna discuss the politics of it right now, maybe on another video. Let's just talk about this account, okay? So sabi niya kumbaga nawindang ang buong Latin America at mga leaders dahil sa nangyari. Dahil ito ang sinabi ng guard. On the day of the operation, we didn't hear anything coming. We were on guard but suddenly all our radar systems shut down without any explanation. 'Di ba? So all of a sudden, wala na lang silang radar bigla, 'di ba? And the next thing we saw were drones. A lot of drones flying over our positions. 'Di ba? Hindi binanggit ni Trump to dun sa briefing niya. Hindi niya binanggit yung drones Sa pagkakaalam ko, if I remember it right, kasi pinanood ko yun I was waiting for it. Ano bang sasabihin ito? 'Di ba? Ano bang mangyayari, 'di ba? The drones are, as far as I'm concerned, it's new information from this account. Okay? So ano bang ginawa ng drones na yun? So what happened next? How was the main attack? We didn't know. They were just flying over the positions. Maybe they're jammers. Kasi hindi naman sinabing the drone started firing at them. So after those appeared, some helicopters arrived, but they were very few. I think barely 8 helicopters. From those helicopters, soldiers came down, but a very small number. Maybe 20 men. 20 men. Tapos merong animation na may mga video sa YouTube ng animation Tapos let's see if we can look at it later. But those men were technologically very advanced. They didn't look like anything we've fought against before. So, I don't know. Maybe meron silang ang naiisip ko, if you played yung 2000s game dati, yung Crisis, meron silang exoskeleton suit dun Naisip ko, malay mo, ganun na yung mga suot ng mga ng Delta Force, di ba? Tapos, or maybe it's just really advanced armor with night visions. And siguro mukha silang bionic man, mukha silang mga superhero talaga. Kasi doon sa animation, yung Chinook, yung helicopter na dalawa yung rotors, steady lang siya sa taas and nag-rappel siya, yung mga sundalo sa baba. And now, so maaring nakita nila 'yon, 'di ba? And kung magra-rappel ka kasi pwede kang barilin doon 'di ba? You'll be vulnerable while coming down from the rope, 'di ba? So, ituloy natin. And then the battle began, okay? Yes, but it was a massacre. We were hundreds, but we had no chance. They were shooting with such precision and speed. It seemed like Each soldier was firing 300 rounds per minute. We couldn't do anything. So, may ibang nagsabi na maaring nawindang lang talaga yung mga kalaban kasi ang daming siguro may minigun yung mga helicopters, tapos yung mga barrel, 'di ba? But dito sa maybe traumatized siya. That's why it looked like 300 rounds per minute yung barrel, yung bursts. But then again, these are, I would assume, seasoned soldiers too na familiar sa firing rate ng mga barrel, 'di ba? So he probably would know kung how, let's say, 80 rounds per minute looks like and sounds like, 'di ba? And I wouldn't rule out advanced rifles, or pwedeng nawindang lang talaga siya. 'Di ba? Pero kung let's say kasi yung tunog nung mga pagsabay-sabay silang nagpaputok, it might sound different. 'Di ba? But malay mo may bago silang barel na hindi pa natin alam. We couldn't do anything. They were hundreds. Tapos 20 lang, mga 20 lang yung yung Delta Force, and wala silang magawa. Patay sila doon sa mga 20. Okay. And your own weapons, did they help? No help at all. Because it wasn't just the weapons. At one point, ito yung pinakamalupit eh. At one point, they launched something. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a very intense sound wave. Suddenly, I felt like my head was exploding from the inside. We all started bleeding from the nose. Some were vomiting blood. We fell to the ground unable to move. So, 'di ba? Grabe, parang bigla silang inatake ng mga X-Men eh, 'di ba? Parang biglang nandun si Magneto tapos minamagnet silang ganun. O kaya sino ba? Si Banshee, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Sonic power na ewan. And wala silang magawa. I don't know if this is true, but as far as I know, merong mga may mga NRAD na weapons eh. Ginagamit nila 'yon sa mga rally na acoustic 'yon na magiging sobrang annoying yung tunog, tapos magdi-disperse yung mga crowd kasi sobrang annoying yung tunog. Pero this is very different from that. 'Di ba? This is ewan ko, para silang 'di ba? It felt like my head was exploding from the inside. Hindi ko alam kung sonic siya o microwave, pero it was like a very intense sound wave. Grabe, ano kayang pakiramdam nun? And is this even true? Yun ang isang tanong dito eh. Totoo kaya ito? O hype lang ito nitong baka steer lang itong si Mike Netter, 'di ba? I don't know kasi hindi ko pa naririnig si Trump na pinag-usapan to eh. And also anyone from the White House. So, and your comrades, did they manage to resist? No, not at all. Those 20 men, without a single casualty, killed hundreds of us. We had no way to compete with their technology, with their weapons. I swear I've never seen anything like it. We couldn't even stand up after that sonic weapon or whatever it was. God damn. So, do you think the rest of the region should think twice before confronting the Americans? Dito, well, this question might be a little suspicious, 'di ba? Parang leading siya, eh, 'di ba? Na parang sineset up niya yung 'di ba? Ewan ko. Pero meron akong napanood na parang meron yatang dito, Spanish version na recording. I'm not sure. Ang sagot ng security guard, Without a doubt, I'm sending a warning to anyone who thinks they can fight the United States. They have no idea what they're capable of. After what I saw, I never want to be on the other side of that again. They're not to be messed with. Imagine 20 people kicking your ass, an entire 3 battalions. Kung hundreds yan, let's say 300 yon or 200. Wala silang nagawa. They were massacred. Yun ang words na sinabi niya. And it's literally like the X-Men. It's like people with superpowers came down and killed them all and snatched their leader and left. Okay. And now that Trump has said Mexico is on the list, do you think the situation will change in Latin America? Definitely, everyone is already talking about this. No one wants to go through what we went through. Now, everyone thinks twice. What happened here is going to change a lot of things, not just in Venezuela but throughout the region. So, implying na they have already relayed this information to other South American leaders, militaries, and governments, and they were all stunned. This is a little bit too good to be true, it sounds like, but it is also not so far-fetched when it comes to possible technological advances ng US military. Kasi hindi naman nila nilalabas lahat eh. Hindi naman nila nilalabas. Like let's say, yung mga fighter jets nila, sabi nila matagal nang may 6th gen fighter planes, especially siguro yung mga spy equipments nila and weapons. Parang a lot of these weapons are already existing for decades, 'di ba? And some are already operating pero hindi lang sinasabi. Hindi lang dinidisclose ng Amerika. That was the case with the Blackbird, 'di ba? Matagal na siyang nag-ooperate and then it was just revealed sometime in the 80s na parang tagal na pa, pero 60s pa pala nandun na yung Blackbird pero dun lang ni-reveal. If I remember it right, I might be screwing that up a little bit. But the point is, may mga classified weapons sila na some of them are already being used in battle, in surveillance, pero hindi nila pinapublic. And some are still under development, but they are already existing. And this is amazing, 'di ba? This really piqued my imagination. Puntahan natin yung puntahan natin yung what you call this? Puntahan natin yung Bibat Bibs. Teka, puntahan natin yung Venezuelan raid. Ito, si Airteli. Ano bang maganda? Maganda yung kay Airteli eh. Anyway, dito na lang muna. So, yan yung model ng building ni Maduro.
Helicopters to drop Delta.
Okay, so you can just watch this video if you haven't yet. So, this is the animation of available information back then about the Maduro raid. Of course, speculation lang yan. Hindi natin alam talaga kung anong itsura ng mga sundalo, kung anong klaseng gear ang gamit nila. But for sure, they had night vision. They had the best rifles and equipment, explosives. I don't know what else, 'di ba? And pagkasabi ni Trump, talagang it was flawless and they killed a lot of guards. He said that And mukhang this account of the security guard, if this is true, it corroborates with it. And hindi natin alam kung may special tech din na ginamit dun sa mga radar systems. Kasi kung may mga drones, maybe those were parang jammers ng radar or what. Or maybe hindi lang nakita nung security guard, tapos they shot down the radar systems and yung mga batteries, yung mga rockets na binigay sa kanila ng Russia, all deemed useless because of the overwhelming force of the American military. And walang nagawa talaga yung Venezuela. And I'm sure if the United States wanted to do that with BBM right now, it would probably be just as easy, 'di ba? Hindi ko, not that I'm saying na may balak silang gawin, 'di ba? But ewan ko. It's really astounding and mind-boggling na this is even possible. And the United States having the audacity to pull this off. Maybe we can talk about some of the updates I've learned and seen about the geopolitics involved dito sa Venezuelan raid, the Maduro nabbing. Watch out for it from this channel. But I don't know. The future is here and it is terrifying. Literal soldiers with X-Men capabilities are patrolling our skies and watching over us. And there's very little anyone can do when unleashed to in their full potential. Okay? Both amazing and terrifying at the same time. So, yun lang. Paalam.